Have you ever heard someone shout Kiricocho before a penalty or a free kick? It might sound like a joke, a superstition, or even just a meaningless word. But the truth is, this term has traveled the world and made its mark on football, from Argentina to the biggest stadiums in Europe. Today we are going to explore the history, the myth, and the reality behind Kiricocho, the most famous and feared fan of Estudiantes de La Plata. To understand the myth of Kiricocho, we need to go back to the early 1980s, especially to the 1982. At that time, Estudiantes de La Plata was managed by the legendary coach Carlos Bilardo, known as much for his sporting achievements as for his superstitions. It's said that during that season there was a fan named Kiricocho who regularly attended the team's training sessions. According to rumors, whenever this man showed up, something bad happened. Players got injured, training sessions didn't go well, and generally a negative energy affected the team. What's curious is that instead of avoiding him, Bilardo decided to use this bad luck to his advantage. Bilardo was always obsessed with every little detail that could give him an edge. Decided to send Kiricocho to the rivals' team training sessions, hoping he would pass on his bad luck to them. The result? In the 1982 season, Estudiantes won most of their home games, losing only one. That match was against Boca Juniors, the only match where Kiricocho couldn't reach the opposite team. Coincidence, or did Kiricocho really have some kind of supernatural powers? Before we continue the story, it's important to understand the concept of Mufa in Argentine football. The word Mufa refers to someone or something that brings bad luck. In football, where players and coaches are extremely superstitious, avoiding bad luck becomes almost an obsession. From not stepping on certain lines of the field to wearing the same shirt or boots for an entire season if they are winning. Football is full of superstitions. The term Kiricocho has become synonymous with bad luck, and shouting it before a shot or during a penalty is for some a way to invoke that Mufa onto the rival team. What's most interesting about the story of Kiricocho is that his legend didn't stay in Argentina. Over the time, the term became popular in other parts of the world, adopted by players, coaches, and fans from different countries. One of the most famous cases is Spain's national team during the 2010 World Cup. Capdevila, one of the players on the championship winning team, confessed that during the final against the Netherlands, right before Robben faced Casillas in a crucial one-on-one, he shouted Kiricocho from the bench. The result? Robben missed, and Spain went to win the first World Cup. Another famous case happened in the Champions League during a match between Sevilla and Borussia Dortmund. In the 54th minute, when Erling Haaland was about to take a penalty, Sevilla's goalkeeper Bono shouted Kiricocho. What happened? Bono saved the penalty, though it was retaken and Haaland scored it. But the thing is that Haaland repeated what Bono said, Kiricocho, and he scored. The myth of Kiricocho has grown over the years, with more and more players admitting to having used it in key situations. In the 2014 World Cup, for example, Enzo Perez admitting to shouting Kiricocho during the penalty shootout against the Netherlands that led Argentina to the final. With so many documented cases and the growing fame of the world, an inevitable question arises. Is Kiricocho a real curse, or just a collective superstition? Sports psychologists have analyzed these behaviors and concluded that the power of superstitions lies in the minds of the players. If they believe something will bring them bad luck, their performance may be negatively affected. The same goes for Kiricocho. Although there is no scientific evidence to support its effectiveness, the fact that so many players mention it and use it in key moments speaks to the psychological impact it can have in a match. In a sport where the margins between winning and losing are so small, even the tiniest detail can make all the difference. But at the end of the day, one question still remains. Who was Kiricocho really? Some versions say he was simply a very loyal fan of the Estudiantes, while others describe him as a solitary, eccentric figure who became a sort of lucky charm for Bilardo. What's certain is that his history has transcended the club and Argentina, and his name has become synonymous with bad luck in the world of football. While we may never know for sure who Kiricocho was, what we do know is that his legacy endures and will continue to be invoked every time a team wants to move at their opponent. In the end, the story of Kiricocho isn't just about a superstitious fan, but about a legend that has traveled through the world of football. Whether you believe in curses or not, you can't deny the psychological impact that his word has on the most popular sport on the planet. So the next time you are watching an important match, you know what to do. Shout Kiricocho and who knows, maybe luck will be on your side. And before we wrap up, if you are interested in more fascinating stories about football and its impact on culture, I highly recommend you checking out my video behind the song Bobby Mi Buen Amigo and how it became an anthem in football stadiums. Also, don't miss my video on the unique philosophies behind different Argentinian football clubs. You will discover what makes each team identity so special. So, head over to those videos and dive deeper into the rich world of Argentine football. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one.